In the mid-1st century AD, Boudica, the warrior queen leading the Iceni tribe in East Anglia, became a central figure in the tumultuous relationship between the Celts and the Roman Empire. King Prasutagus, Boudica's husband, aligned the Iceni with Rome, even including Emperor Nero in his will to safeguard his family and people. However, the Romans, under Procurator Decianus Catus, disregarded the will, seizing Iceni lands and subjecting Boudica and her daughters to mistreatment. Emperor Nero, reigning from 54 to 68 AD, symbolized the era with his extravagant lifestyle and burdensome taxation on the provinces, contributing to the growing discontent among the Iceni and other Celtic tribes. Boudica emerged as a charismatic warrior queen, spearheading the Boudican revolt of 60 to 61 AD. Commanding an army of warriors from the Iceni tribe and other Celtic allies, she formed alliances to collectively resist Roman oppression and address shared grievances. Boudica's strategic approach to war involved leveraging the strengths of her Celtic forces while adapting to Roman military tactics. The revolt began with surprise attacks on Roman settlements like Colchester, London, and Verulamium, inflicting economic damage and rallying more Celtic allies to her cause. The climax of the conflict came at the Battle of Watling Street in 61 AD, where Boudica faced Governor Suetonius Paulinus's well-organized Roman legions. The Britons started off strong, scoring significant victories. Eventually, Suetonius, who had tactically pulled back with his troops into the safety of the Roman military zone, decided it was time to take on Boudica. He gathered an army of 10,000 regulars and auxiliaries, with the main force coming from the 14th Legion. Before the battle, Boudica and her daughters toured all her tribes in a chariot, urging them to show courage. She passionately declared her lineage from mighty ancestors, but emphasized that, despite her noble roots, she was fighting like an ordinary person for her freedom, her battered body, and her violated daughters. In a bold move, she addressed her soldiers, saying, "Win the battle or perish. That is what I, a woman, will do. You men can live on in slavery if that's what you want." As the Britons advanced, closing in on the Roman defensive line, Suetonius gave the order. A barrage of several thousand heavy Roman javelins rained down on the approaching Britons, swiftly followed by a second volley. The lightly armed Britons likely suffered significant casualties within the opening minutes of the battle. The Romans, seizing the opportunity, closed in for the attack, maintaining a tight formation and thrusting with their short swords. Facing the Roman onslaught, the Britons now had little chance. With many of them crowded in the battle, their large numbers may have worked against them, limiting their movements and making it hard to use their longswords effectively. To ensure victory, the Roman cavalry was unleashed, encircling the enemy and launching a lethal assault from the rear. The situation became increasingly dire for the Britons as the Romans executed their strategic maneuvers, leading to a devastating outcome. The Battle of Watling Street ended in a decisive victory for the Romans, marking the suppression of Boudica's revolt and solidifying Roman control in Britain. Rather than facing Roman capture, Boudica reportedly took her own life, becoming a symbol of resistance against Roman oppression. Boudica, the warrior queen, is hailed as a British hero for resisting imperial rule.